to another episode of Thanks for Stopping By. Welcome back to the podcast, baby. It's just me this week. I know we had 2 weeks of guests. It was very nice, I'm sure, to not have to listen to these solo ramblings of myself for once. But, as always, you come crawling back. You know, you come crawling back to me, and that's okay. I'm going to take care of you. But yeah, I had my 50th episode last week, dude. This show was really special to me. Some of you might be wondering why I've been doing this podcast for over 2 years, and yet I am only on episode 50. And to that I say, mind your fucking business, man. No, but for real, yeah, I had episode 50. I had my very good friend Silver on, which was really cool. It was like one of my favorite episodes I've done so far. And yeah, dude, it was a lot of fun. But now we're back on the pod with just me. I'm all did up because I just filmed a video for the first time, so that was fun. That was cool. So yeah, look out for that. Hopefully coming soon. And yeah, man. I'm just big chilling, you know? I'm so fucking tired still. I don't know how I'm this wiped out, but I just got back Monday morning. Or Monday, like 5 p.m. I don't know why the fuck I said morning. Got back from Portland. I did DOA, Pro Wrestling. It's like one of my main feds right now. Originally, I was gonna go by myself in my beat up shitty car because I'm fucking dedicated, dude. I'm fucking here for the grind, dude. I'm fucking here for the grind. No stop. Work 24/7. Don't take care of yourself. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Take care of yourself, please. But yeah, no, DOA is like one of my main feds. I love fucking going up there. So I was going to drive myself in my shitty beat up car. No offense to her. I love her, but she's old. She's a grandma. And then last minute, my pops was the Big Ugly, which if you don't follow wrestling, I'm sure you're wondering why I just called my own dad Big and Ugly. I didn't. His name is the Big Ugly. And if you don't like it, well, why don't you write a letter about it? Champ. But yeah, he tagged along last minute, as well as my younger brother Bishop, who you've seen on the podcast plenty of times. They tagged along, and my dad filled a spot up there for the injured Daniel Makabe. Fortunately, suffered a knee injury, so Pops filled in, wrestled Jaden, and it was really cool. It was a really good fucking match. Hopefully, it'll be up soon on IWTV or something. But yeah, man. So they came, and we rented a car, so I didn't have to fucking drive my car with no AC. But it was tough, dude. It was a tough fucking trip. The drive up wasn't so bad. We were definitely tired because I had a show the night before in a fucking warehouse with no AC. So that was super fun and cool. It was so hot in that warehouse that this was the first time in 3 years that I haven't worn makeup for a wrestling show. Because I was like, what's the point? It's way too fucking hot in here. So I just didn't, you know? You ever just not? You ever do something all the time, but then you're like, not today. That was me. How? They weren't doing landscaping. I didn't even hear them show up. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, okay, for real? I know landscapers are just doing their jobs. But I swear to God, the ones in my neighborhood have a fucking vendetta against this podcast. I just filmed a video. Like, I was just filming, and I was just doing stuff, and they were not here. They didn't drive up. And now that I've started, all of a sudden, they're just here. What the fuck, man? Am I going crazy? Yes, but that's besides the point. Dude. The fucking audacity. Look, I understand. Can you tell that I'm getting thumbnail shots right now? I understand. Again, I understand they're just doing their jobs. I'm not blaming them. I'm blaming their beef with my podcast, okay? I have important things going on here, okay? I need to talk about hot Cheetos. I need to talk about Kiki's Chicken. I need to talk about the fact that I watched a show one time, and your job is getting in the way of that. Oh, man. Well, fuck them. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I did a show in a very, very warm, toasty warehouse. Sweat the soul out of my body. And then came home. And first we went and picked up the car. I left in my gear because the changing room at that warehouse is very small. So I just left in my gear and went to pick up a rental car in a sparkly sequins purple dress and kick pads. I look like a fucking weirdo. And then we picked up the car and drove back. And I remember I was driving my dad's car because he was driving the rental car, obviously. And I remember I'm sitting there with Bishop driving in my dress and my kick pads and knee pads, and I was like, I feel like a scrapped character for the Kick-Ass movies. You know? Like, it felt so awkward driving in my gear. But anyway, we got home. We got home, did what we do, which is watch and talk about wrestling for like way too long. And then I realized, I was like, oh man, it's like 12:30, and our plan was to leave the house at fucking 2 a.m. because we needed to be up there by 1:30 because Pops was running a seminar up there. Which I was like, it's one of those things where it's like, yay, wallet-wise, and yay, all these students are going to get... Because, again, the guy he was replacing was running a seminar. So it was like, these kids still get their seminar, they're learning from one of the best, and now we take home a little extra cash for gas. But, like, fuck, man, we had to leave like 4 or 5 hours earlier than we were going to, which put us around leaving my house around 2 a.m. And so I fell asleep at like probably like 1 to 1:15 a.m. And I was awoken at 1:30 a.m. and where they were told like, yeah, we can't fall asleep and we're just sitting here, so like we're just gonna go. And I'm like, well, fucking that's cool for you. But I just fell asleep, man. So I was super groggy, but we left. And we made good time. We swapped off driving and took turns and stuff. And we made it up there around like 12. So it was good. We had a really good seminar. It was cool, man. And the show day was just going, as show days do. Just a lot of sitting around, a lot of doing fuck all nothing, That's the one thing, man, I think people outside the business don't understand is I think a lot of people I talk to who ask about pro wrestling, they have this idea that it's this like fucking glamorous lifestyle and you're just like traveling and partying whenever you're not wrestling. And I'm like, well, I'm not a WWE wrestler in the fucking 80s. So really what wrestling is like sitting in a car for 9 to 12 hours, eating a bunch of shitty, cheap food that'll make you feel shitty and cheap, showing up to the venue and just sitting around for hours, not wanting to get ready, eventually mustering up the energy to get ready, wrestling for about 8 to 12 minutes, and then doing all that over again. That's the fucking experience, dog. Like, and sometimes you fly, sometimes you do fly, so it's not as bad. But it is like, it's not always this fucking. But that goes to show you, like, how much it means to people that you do all that for these, like, 10 to 15-minute matches. Sometimes even less, I've gone to places and wrestled for 6 minutes, so. It just goes to show, like, you really gotta love this shit because it is a very unforgiving fucking business. But yeah, man, we both had really good matches. I wrestled Dale Springs, the golf father. He's a golf man. And I'm upset that his name wasn't Golf Lundgren or Shooter McGavin. But you know what? That's him, baby. Dale Springs. We had a really good fucking wrestling match. It was really fun. It's always fun to wrestle someone new. And yeah, dude, it was just a good time. DOA is always a fucking good time. Shout out DOA. Let's go. Next month, we're having an all-women's tournament, Queen of Thorns 2. I'm super excited to be in the tournament this year. I'm fucking lit. Let's bring home that gold, baby. Yeah, man. I'm just fucking wiped out, dude. Like, for real, I'm so tired. That trip. Because here's the thing, too. So, usually in Portland, it's not too hot. It can get toasty-ish up there, but, like, for, like, 1 or 2 weeks in the summer, it just gets unforgivably hot. And it was like that the day of the show. And the building did not have air, or at least did not feel like it. And so we're doing the show, and we're, like, sweating backstage. Before we've even wrestled, we're fucking just leaking, sweating backstage. It was unbearable. And so we're all so drained. Like, fucking Pops is laying on the ground, stretching out his back, borderline falling asleep, because we're just so drained from the drive and running the seminar and the heat. We're, like, dehydrated because we're just sweating out any amount of water we're putting in our body. It's just getting sweat out. And then we wrestle. And, dude, after that, I looked like, after my match, I looked like I just stepped out of a hot tub. It was disgusting. Disgustingly disturbing. And I couldn't. I usually, like, after my match, I talk, you talk to people and you see what the fuck and how was it? Hey, everything good for you? Blah, blah, blah. And then I try and get out of my gear as fast as I can because I just want to, like, change and then be done. Change and then I can just usually, like, go enjoy the rest of the show. But this time, dude, I walked backstage, I talked, and then I just sat on this couch back there and just laid there for at least 20 minutes, just unmoving. I was like, I can't move. I was like, the only reason I got up was to go watch Pop's match, and he was like 4 matches after me. So I just sat there for like half an hour to 40 minutes, and I was just like, I can't move. So it was fucking brutal, dude. It was tough, but it was worth it. It was a good show. But then after the show, we had the genius idea of, like, let's just try and save money and drive back tonight to Sacramento. No. And we were like, well, cause hotels are fucking out of control. They're like, yeah, it's fucking, it's just like $200 and like $150 deposit for this Motel 6. And I was like, how about I hit you back with a suck my dick? So we were like, well, let's just see how, excuse me. We're like, let's see how far we can make it. We're like, we'll grab some food and then we'll drive as far as we can. Hopefully the hotels will get cheaper, especially towards like middle or like the beginning of Oregon, like Ashland, Like, the hotels are pretty cheap around that area. So we're like, okay, get in the car. We're like fucking 10 minutes in. And we're like, nope. I was driving, and 10 minutes in, Pops is in the seat next to me, out. He's gone. He's asleep. He's just fucking knocked out. And I'm like, already, like, I can't. So we stopped and got a room. Because, yeah, there was no fucking shot. So we bit the bullet on that one, but it had to be done, dude. Sometimes, cause I've done those turnarounds before. You know, you drive up and drive home in the same, not day. That'd be fucking impossible, but it'd be really difficult. But, you know, like the same kind of trip. You just drive up, wrestle, drive, get back in the car, drive straight back. You don't stay the night or anything. We've done it before, but usually it's with multiple people. But it was just the two of us with Bishop, but Bishop can't drive. He's fucking 5, so. So yeah, we stopped in for the night, but I don't know, man. That's the game. That's the life, baby. It's just how it is sometimes, you know? Yeah, man. So since then, dude, it's Wednesday right now. I just been wiped the fuck out. I just been chilling. I started playing Minecraft again. Because I hooked up my PlayStation. I was like, I want to play a video game. And I was like, I'll just fuck around on Minecraft for a little bit. And then me and Bishop started a server together. Yeah, we started a world together online. And so we just been doing that. It's been cool, man. Minecraft's so fucking fun. I will say I think I've talked about this before. I got Minecraft originally because, you know, when I got it, I hadn't played Minecraft in years. And so what I remembered about it was like, oh, it's a fun game where you build blocks and you like, the music in Minecraft is fucking bars, dude. The music in Minecraft, Schmack City, and it hits you. You get emotional because it's just like, boom, boom, boom. You know? That's what it sounds like. But you know, the Minecraft music is fucking mellow, but also like, so it makes me feel. And, you just be vibing, building, mining. But dude, for a game, so I got it to be like a relaxing thing. Oh, this is a little fun game I can like de-stress. Minecraft is like one of the most stressful fucking games on the universe. On it. Not even in it, on top of it. That game is so fucking stressful because you'll be building your cute little house, you know, I'll cut down these little trees and I'll make them, you know, planks, and then I'll build my little cute little cabin, and it's like, oh, this is fun. And then you go out at night or you go mining. Oh my god, it's a fucking gauntlet to the death, dude. We went mining yesterday because I'd found a little patch of gold near the house. So I was like, oh, I'll get this gold. That's cool. But I needed an iron pickaxe. So I went mining in like a very shallow cave because I was like, I'll find some iron, get an iron pickaxe, get said gold. Dunzo, we got it. We got the gold, right? But so I get this, I go mining to get some iron, and then I find this like massive cavern. And I see at the bottom of it this like sparkly blue shit that is new to the game. I'd never seen. And so naturally I was like, oh, I have to go see what the fuck it is because it's cool. Hello? Someone just screamed outside, but they sounded like Woody from Toy Story, but like specifically when you pull his string. He's like, there's a snake in my boat, and it's all distorted and fugly. That's what they sounded like outside my house, and now I'm worried that Woody is here to get me. He runs away in the fourth one, man. Spoilers, but he runs away in the fourth one. He doesn't go back to, what's her name? Bonnie? He can go back to her. So he might be here. We don't know. But I take care of my toys, so if he's got a beef, you know, tell him I'm a vegetarian, and I ain't fucking scared of him. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm ashamed for you. I'm ashamed of myself for you. Fucking back to Minecraft. Yeah, dude. So I saw this blue shit, and I went down there to get it. Trekked all the way down there. Saw so much gold on the way, but I hadn't made my iron pickaxe yet, so couldn't get any of it, which was sick. And then we found like an entire temple of gold, and I was like, uh-oh. Bishop died like 8 times over the course of this, by the way. He has no idea how to play Minecraft. He only plays on creative mode, so he just kept dying and being like, no, it's fine. So eventually I was like, well, I didn't want to try and climb out and then try and find it again, because that's the hardest part about Minecraft is like, sometimes, man, shit's just hard to find again, even when you have the coordinates. So Bishop died, and I was like, well, wait, how about you get the stuff I need from the house, and you can come back to me. So he brought it back to me, and I made an iron pickaxe in the cave with the furnace. And then we mined a bunch of gold, found diamond, so I got diamond, and then got a bunch of shit, and then got lost in the mine. And I was like, so far from the house. Yeah, dude, I had no fucking idea where we were. There was a bunch of new shit, because I haven't played Minecraft in like 7 months. And I was like fucking stressed out, terrified. And then there's like monsters everywhere. There was like 3 Endermen near our fucking house. Bishop kept looking at them. They were stealing all our blocks. It was such a nightmare. Now this guy's leaf blowing right outside my window. My fucking God, I'm getting stressed out now. You know? But yeah, so I don't know, man. I won't act like it's always stressful. It's fun sometimes. It's chill. You get those late night sessions at like 2, 3 a.m. just vibing out playing Minecraft. But sometimes it's fucking nightmare. It's literal waking nightmare, and I hate it. Fuck, man. Oh. I want to talk about this. There's no way to talk about it without spoilers. So if you haven't caught up on the new season of The Boys, I'll fucking see you next week, I guess. But, so yeah, the newest episode of The Boys was entitled Herogasm, which is not very off-brand for The Boys. Like, it's pretty on-brand. But all week leading up to it, they were really, like, hyping up, like, y'all are not ready for this episode of The Boys. Herogasm is gonna make you fart out your tits. And it was like... it was like... That's how they were doing it, you know? They were saying, dude, it's fucking the craziest thing you'll ever see. Like, Herogasm will make you nut out of a butt. Squirrel's butt. They, like, doing some AVGN shit. So I was like, oh, fuck, what are they going to do? Because this show, mind you, again, spoilers for The Boys, this season opens up with a man whose power is that he can shrink like Ant-Man. And he shrinks and then jumps into someone's penis and starts rubbing it up for pleasure, but then he's doing cocaine, so he sneezes, and he accidentally sneezes himself into normal size while in the guy's penis, and explodes his body from his penis. Teacher? What the fuck? You know? The Boys has always been a show that's like, they do fucking wild shit, and it's gross and gory and gnarly. So for them to be like, dude, this shit is crazy. I was like, wow, they're going to do something nuts. And I watched it, and it's a very good episode. It is a good episode. There's drama. There's stakes. We're finally at that point in the show where our main character's doing fuck shit I don't like, which is always a frustrating part of a show because it's good. It's tension. If the character just does stuff you like the whole time, there's no tension. But I'm also like, Huey, literally stop. But yeah, man, like the shows, this season is fucking insane. It's so good. All of the seasons are good, but like this season's better than it should be. And I think it's because they're finally going full force on like the Homelander stuff. So it's really good, and the show's fucking out of control. But Herogasm, while a very good episode and, gory and like gnarly stuff, like inappropriate stuff, not really any different than any other episode of The Boys, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I think, weirdly enough, the gnarliest scene is at the end of the episode. A-Train finally confronts Blue Hawk, the guy who's been committing soup brutality in predominantly black neighborhoods, because he's like over policing them, and he's a fucking racist cop, but he's just also a superhero. And after getting fed up of no one responding to him being, getting in trouble in any fucking way, it just being dismissed as like, okay, well, like nobody giving a shit. He gets fed up finally, and he grabs his leg and runs with him and like drags him along the sidewalk. That was pretty gnarly. That was like, oh fuck. But everything else was like, and then there's a scene where Mother's Milk, gets covered in like a bunch of cum. That's it. Everything else we've seen before. I don't know. It was just weird. They were really playing up like, you guys aren't fucking ready for this shit. And I know it was marketing. It's marketing. It's to get you excited for the new episode. It's not like anybody's fault. I'm not like upset. But I'm also like, I don't need your guys' help to get me excited to watch The Boys. I watch this shit at midnight every Friday because I don't want to wait till later in the day. Like, I'm already excited enough to watch your show. It's like one of my favorite shows on TV. So I don't know. It just I don't know what their goal was, because you're not going to draw in like a general audience fans to the 6th episode of a TV show, like of the 3rd season. Like, if somebody hasn't watched it, they'll start watching it from the beginning on their own volition. But like, they're not just gonna pop in for Herogasm. It's not like, it's a very serialized show. Honestly, if somebody watched Herogasm out of context, it'd be a really shitty episode, because so much culminates in this episode. There's like all of the stuff with Huey and Annie, all the stuff with Butcher and MM, all the stuff with Soldier Boy and MM, all the stuff with Soldier Boy and Homelander, all the stuff with Butch and Homelander. Like, there's so much going on that you need context for, that I think if you just sat your friend down, you're like, let's watch Herogasm, dude, this episode's crazy, they'd be less concerned about the gnarly stuff and be more like, what the fuck is going on? Why do any of these characters, like, why are any of them interacting with each other? So I don't know, man. I won't say it was disappointing, because I think there was a small part of me that knew it was never going to live up to the hype that they were giving it, because that's just not how things work. Because when you hype things up for people, people are immediately going to take it and run a million miles with it. Look at every superhero movie. It's fucking anytime a multiverse is mentioned, Spider-Man or fucking Doctor Strange, fucking, even when Endgame was happening, like, people were acting like, yeah, SpongeBob's going to show up, and fucking John Wick will be there, and fucking they're gonna Gremlins will be there. Like, they were acting like the scene everyone memed on for Space Jam 2. Like, that's what people thought Spider-Man No Way Home was gonna be. And then when it's just like a fun, solid movie, people are like, what the fuck? What I wanted to happen exactly didn't happen, so this movie sucks. And it's like, all right, man. Sorry, fucking Scary Godmother didn't show up. That would be fucking awesome. if they open up the portal and instead of Toby and Andrew, it's just fucking Scary Godmother. Holy shit. Dude, Peter Parker meets Scary Godmother. That's my fucking multiverse of madness, baby. Holy shit. Oh, man. But yeah, so it was a good episode, and I'm excited. I'm still excited for the rest of the season. Nothing changed. The Boys is like one of my favorite shows. Excuse me. But yeah, man. That's like a good place to wrap it up. You know? Wrap it up like a Christmas gift. I don't know what that was. I'm just thinking about Scary Godmother. Oh, fucking hell. All right. Well, thanks for listening, babes. Thanks for letting me have 2 weeks of guests. Like I've said before, I want to start having more guests on. I'm working on getting a more mobile setup because I want to start interviewing guests while I travel while I'm on the road. So, put in the comments or DM me on Twitter or tag me on Twitter who you'd like to see on the show as a guest, dude. Like, if there's anybody who you'd like to see within reason, obviously, like, I'll try and get them on. It'd be really cool. I want to interview more people and talk to more folks, man. So, it's fucking, as I'm trying to close the episode, this fucking leaf blower guy's back. So, thank y'all so much for listening, as always. I'm going to go watch Scary Godmother. I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And, most importantly, thanks for stopping by.